Hello everyone, it's Naso Please here. Welcome back to NMA 101. In today's video, we're going to be going over world types, seeds, game modes and game rules, advancements, and overall what you're going to be needing for world generation in Minecraft before you start survival. I will note that at the end of this session, you will be done with the first course in NMA 101, so you can be crossing it off. I will note Newt and Bubbles still will not be here for this video. They will be here next lesson for Social 101, where we'll be talking about multiplayer and everything like that. Without further ado, let's get into today's lesson. Alright, what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to go to single player. Now from here, this is your world generation menu. I am going to go over everything else in this menu, but for now, we're going to focus on worlds. So as you saw in the previous video, that was a normal world that we were in. I'm going to show you the other types of worlds you're going to have. The first one is large biomes. In this case, I'm going to use the large biomes name, and you're going to click this until you show the world type. Large biomes is basically your default world. However, there is a specific difference that you're going to notice. And it's all in the name. The biomes are roughly 4 times larger than normal Minecraft. And, well, that's a surprise. This is a abandoned village, which is actually extremely rare. Yeah, that's a completely rare structure. So you guys literally just saw that on camera. We got a rare structure. But moving forward, this world is 4 times larger than normal, so you're gonna see the biomes span way longer of a distance. This is good for, like, builders in default or if you want, like, just larger biomes in general. The next biome we're gonna be going over, or, well, world, I called it biome, I don't know why I did. The next world type is gonna be amplified. Now, amplified can get pretty nuts. Amplified is extremely exaggerated terrain. Now, I do want to note, this is for fun, it does require a pretty strong computer. If you don't have a strong computer, I recommend not running one of these worlds. This is amplified. Basically, the terrain is massively exaggerated, and some mountains can go pretty much to the height limit. There's also some really crazy stuff you're going to see with amplified. So, like that, that is basically how amplified works. Final one I'm going to show you is super flat. Now, as it suggests, super flat is, well, super flat. It's literally extremely flat, no hills, no terrain. It's gonna be one flat world. Now, I do want to note for super flat, there are presets you can use. So, super flat as a whole is 1 layer at the top, 2 blocks of dirt, 1 bedrock at the bottom. However, there are prefabs that let you choose what you want. You can have a void world, which is air, redstone ready, which is sandstone and stuff like that. So if you want to do like redstone builds, desert is a desert. You have a bottomless pit. Um, there's so many things you can choose. For now, we're just gonna use the classic flat. Um, I'm gonna show you what basically it is. It's just flat. Let me quickly turn it to peaceful. That way you don't see all the slimes. But it's just one big flat box. Now, people have done super flat survival series on super flat, which is 10 times more difficult because you don't have the means to get certain blocks and stuff. But this is a really interesting way of playing Minecraft if you want to build. Super flat is made known for builders. I'm being totally honest here. So if you want to build on your own, just chill, make designs, super flat's for you. Um, that's all the world types. Next, we're going to be going over some of the other tips and tricks for world generation. All right, so we're going to head back to the creation menu for the screen. Now, earlier, when I showed you how to make a world, you noticed that there is world. You're going to see seed for the world generator. This is a completely random seed that's generated with every Minecraft world. So say if you want to do something funny or want a specific seed every single time you play Minecraft. So for this, I'm going to do NMA 101. This creates a specific world used to play the game. So if I generate this like this, you'll see this is a unique world specifically for NMA 101. Based on the seed, so /seed, you'll see this is the seed. Now, this seed can be shared with friends, and they'll be able to get the exact same world generation as you do. Now, know every Minecraft seed, if you do not put a seed in the field, it will be completely random. So every time you make a Minecraft world, it will always be different. So this is our NMA 101 world, and as you can see, we got a pretty decent Minecraft spawn, in all honesty. Now, Minecraft spawns are typically what you want is a good one. You don't want a forest nearby, some water, hopefully a village nearby, which would be like a godsend if you get a village nearby because villages help a lot. And I can't really go much into detail about how seeds work fully. So for that, if you want more information, there will be a document for that I'll explain later. As at the end of the video, there's something I want to announce for you guys. Okay, this is a nice area. I'm just showcasing you guys the world to see how terrain generation works differently between each world. So that would be a nice survival spot. Um, Overall, it looks like we got a really, really nice seed for NMA 101, so I'm probably gonna use that for the actual like lesson world going forward. Anyways, next we're gonna be going over most likely difficulties and other world generation stuff as well, as we did earlier. Alright, so we're gonna be back into the main Minecraft game. We're gonna go back and we're gonna create a new world. So for this term, I'm gonna delete all these worlds and I'm gonna start a fresh one. Because now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna slowly make our way through how to create a Minecraft world from the beginning. So first, world name. Do whatever you want here. I'm gonna go NMA 101. You can do this whatever you want. It's completely up to you. Game mode. Game modes, I'm gonna focus on in a hot minute. Right now, I'm gonna focus on difficulties. Difficulties is how hard your game is going to be. So I'm gonna start from peaceful. Peaceful is means that there's gonna be no hostile mobs. There's only gonna be some normal mobs. Hunger bar will not deplete and health will replenish over time. Now, this is for people who don't want to deal with all the mobs, monsters, etc., and want a nice, steady gameplay like a forever world. Now, forever worlds, I do recommend being on normal difficulty just so it's a bit easier. Easy. Hostile mobs will spawn, however, they're going to deal less damage than normal. Your hunger bar will deplete, and your health will drain down to roughly about 5 hearts. So say if you have no health, basically, or no hunger, it'll drain to 5 hearts. Normal is the normal difficulty. Hostile mobs spawn, and they're gonna deal your normal amount of damage, so it's like your base damage health. Your hunger bar will deplete, and it'll drain down to half a heart. Now, this is your basic Minecraft gameplay. This is what I recommend playing NMA 101 with. You can do it on easy mode, I don't mind, but for our course, I would recommend sticking with normal. Difficulty, hard. So, hard difficulty means that hostile mobs are gonna spawn and deal way more damage. Your hunger bar will deplete and it will drain all your health. So if you have no hunger and you let it drain, you're dead. That's pretty much it. So for game modes, we have a few. First is survival, which is your basic survival mode, which is we're gonna be using for this course. It is gonna be you build, collect, craft, and fight monsters. There is no creative mode. You don't get your materials directly from the menu. You have to gain them. You have to find them. Hardcore. Survival mode would be locked to hard difficulty, and if you die in hardcore mode, you cannot respawn. Your world is done. This is not for this course. Do not use hardcore for this course. Hardcore will be explained in a different NMA session, or well, it's going to be in a different program. So do not use hardcore for this. Creative mode, you can create, build, explore without limits. You can fly and have endless materials, and monsters won't recognize you at all. This is more for builders. This will be used during our building courses for Architecture 300. Keep that in mind. And those are the 3 game modes. So next, I do want to go over some game rules. If we go into more, you can see you have data packs, experiments, and game rules. We do not focus on experiments and data packs. Those are a different course. Game rules are basically what determines stuff that happens in your world. These are for chat. You have drops and everything like that. You're going to have allow nether. But what we're going to do is we're going to be going down to player-based and world-based stuff. So advanced time of day and update weather. You turn off weather and time, basically. You have vine spread. You have fire tick. So it's fire. Where's fire? Deal fire damage is basically if fire is gonna break blocks. Typically, not good. That's for building. Keep inventory after death. This is basically keep inventory so when you die, your inventory stays with you. Keep this off for our course. Um, Now typically for this course, we're not going to mess with any game rules. There will be a document discussing the game rules soon, but that's pretty much the game rules and the game modes. Now what we're going to do, we are going to make our world. And I want you to follow what I do because this is going to be a basic thing. It will be survival. Do not turn on commands like I am. This is because I'm the professor, so I need these commands just in case. Keep it as normal. You can do whatever world seed you want. I'm gonna do NMA 101, and I'm going to create the world. Our main goal right now is we're gonna be taking a look at advancements. You're probably gonna ask, what are advancements? Well, advancements are built-in Minecraft guide. When you play the game, you're going to see advancements. Now, as you can see, I've already started it. So this is basically like a built-in guide for Minecraft. It is not a one-to-one guide. It's not gonna help you throughout the entire game. It's only gonna show you key milestones. Now, to get to this menu, you can either go into Escape and press Advancements, or you can just easily press L. Now, this is gonna be a very useful tool in case you want to do advancements or an advancement speedrun, because there's a lot of advancements in the game. One thing I also want to note that I did not do earlier. If you press F3, you are going to note that your Minecraft seed for the world will be a part of the F3 screen. Now, of course, this is if you have it enabled by the F3, F6 category. Note that advancements, we're not going to be typically using them in this course. If you want detailed explanations of them, please let me know, and I will be happy to provide them for you. And congratulations, that is MNFT 100 complete. You have just finished your first course in the long course run. Pat yourself on the back. I do want to note, next up will be video 3 and 4. Originally it was one video, but I had to split up into 2 videos just so we can have it a bit more useful for you, which will be Social 101, which will be discussing Minecraft servers and multiplayer etiquette. I do want to note, I now have a Patreon. If you want to get exclusive information about the series, anything that I'm working on besides NMA 101 or everything else, feel free to subscribe. I will post a separate video discussing the Patreon, as well as I do want to note, if you are mid-tier or high-tier, you will be getting extra documents that help you with this course. Mid-tier members will be getting extra documents such as reference sheets, little small handouts, etc. And higher tier will be getting full-on lab manuals, as well as, literally, a full document explaining everything you need to know about each course. Now, other than that, that is all from me. This video is going to release probably when the first week of no, the second no, the week before the week start of April. And then I do want to note it might be a hot minute before video 3 comes out. I am currently waiting on Bubbles and Noot. Other than that, that was MNFT 100 complete. And I will see you all in Social 101. Bye bye.